back again, and don't have a whole lot on the agenda this week, but I figured I'd show you a few things, you know, just the stuff that I do day to day. I said that sometimes I dyno cars, sometimes I fix stuff. This is Panda's Ford Focus ST, by the way, pretty cool. Sometimes I weld things, which I'm about to do right now, because Panda broke his exhaust dump tube from his wastegate. And maybe we even have a dyno coming in a minute. Kind of a cool car. We'll have to see what it puts down. I don't think I've ever dynoed one before, but I'll give you a hint. It might be a Lexus. Gotta put that battle cover back on.
That's right.
Ready for war.
Hide all those snakes underneath, you know?
Got done welding this flange up, but now I want to make sure it's flat, so I'm just going to stick it on the sander just a little bit, bump it, make sure this little crazy thing is flat. Test drive this thing now that we fixed that downpipe that I was just welding a minute ago. Let's see if we get all the boost runs. Just in case anybody watching happens to have a Ford Focus ST,
Yes.
if you do a turbo upgrade, don't keep the internal wastegate garbage on there. Like, delete it, weld it shut, buy a different turbo, because it is nightmares and you can't even reach it.
Well, most importantly, don't go Garrett, go Precision.
Yeah.
Because this Garrett turbo is nowhere near as efficient.
Nah. Jeez. That felt pretty good. You know how much boost we got on that one?
23 and a half.
Woo! Right. Almost 24 pounds of boost.
But that was my second. I didn't even really get to rip it.
Yeah, but look across the street over there. Oh boy.
Oh, Popo.
Uh-huh.
Popo. Uh-oh. Gonna be good.
What up, man? Dude, those wheels still look like so white. Oh shit, you got your radio in.
Yeah, but no music yet. Victor's coming back on Monday. He's gonna have the full rest of the system.
That's dope. I don't know if I ever showed anybody how far we stuck the tailpipe out of this thing, but the car's like super long and streamlined.
Actually, a cop came to me the other day when I was
It
in
just
the
kinda
store,
looked
and he's
good.
like, "Why do you have the tailpipe out like that?" I'm like, "To keep the bumper back clean. It keeps it quieter, so everybody's happier." And he's like,
Look at Spin Doctor over here.
"You gotta tell them what you gotta tell them."
That's right. So currently, I have my two race cars sitting out here. If I've neglected to tell the story about this particular car, I don't think I've told the stories of either of my cars yet. I've kind of been skipping this part on my channel because it's a little bit of a sore subject. So if you're wondering why I don't personally have a car and I've been working on the Panda car and Yaris car and everybody else's car, well, first, I own a shop, so I help people out. But secondly, I've been racing sport front wheel drive Honda CRX for about 4 years. The car is a consistent low 9-second car, like 9.1 pretty much all the time, and fun little car to go race. So I've had a good experience with this. Recently, so I've been working on this new car over here because this car I got into an accident with. 167 miles an hour through the trap. It was a 920 pass. Something happened to the tire on shutdown, and I ended up putting this corner of the car into the wall. Steve! Hey, you made it!
Yeah, alright, those wheels look really good.
They do, right?
Hunch did a good job painting those things.
You haven't seen his wheels yet?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, they look way good.
I need to clean them off, actually. He was just explaining his race car situation.
Oh yeah.
So after I crashed that car, I kind of hurried and started putting this car together. This one, I believe, is a 96 Honda Civic EK Coupe. I think it's just like a EX model. I don't believe it was an actual like EM1 or anything fancy like that. But early on, I had Hunch, paint the bay like we always do. And it's got this super bright green color. I'm not really sure why I did that color.
I love it.
But it looks pretty good. I think I just need to accessorize with it a little bit more. Maybe change some stuff to make it look a little bit better. Anyway, that's kind of the story. Yari came over this morning and Steve came over to mostly go to coffee, but we were thinking about possibly taking to this shop sometime in the near future. We really want to take it today, but then I think I have like 3 cars to tune on the dyno today, so I don't know if we'll get it done. But if we don't get it today, we'll definitely take it early next week, and I'll start showing you guys some stuff about this car. Now that your wheels are super white, we should pop your rear wheels off and at least paint your brake rotors.
Yeah.
So that they look like just like black and clean. Again, just kind of like a sort of like a maintenance.
They brought back?
Yeah. I mean, my boss is doing it.
These guys just get to hang out. I actually have to work today. Check this out. So I got this Honda Civic. It's here for tuning. Pretty nice looking though, huh? Look. Well, I've been sweating it out trying to get this tune done on the EP3 here. I found it. Right there. So, 171 was the peak horsepower before, and across the whole edge of the graph, like, well, I really made power across the entire thing, but the upper end to pull almost 20 horsepower on an all motor car is pretty unheard of. So the cam degree clearly needed a little bit of work, but I'm really surprised because the initial tune, whoever did that, set up the low end of this really, really well. It made like incredibly good torque down low through this low end here. And really the only thing that ended up needing work was up here where torque was falling off so hard. So I'm glad I could help him out with that and make a little improvement. This thing's definitely gonna pull like a ton harder to red lines. Well, it came out pretty good. Final number is 193 with 130 degree intake air temp. So on a colder day, a better pull, this thing's gonna make great power. Probably a little like close to 200. So nothing wrong with that. My dyno definitely doesn't give numbers away, so this thing's gonna be decently fast. I should have filmed it, but I was doing some launch testing on the dyno, which I don't normally do, but I kept moving the rev limiter from like 1 RPM, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, until I got it to just barely peel out and hook and go. But it was a little nicer trying it here than doing it on the street so we don't get in trouble. This way, when he floors it to launch control, he can just take off and it will be fast. And he won't even have to spin the tire too much, so it's a really, really good way to set up your launch controls on the dyno, I guess. Yeah, like instead of slow, like just like don't, just let it go, yeah. We might need to turn that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I gotta stage him up. Gotta stage him up real quick. Okay, this way we can see the black lines on the ground. Maybe they'll be shorter this time, and if they are, that's success. Look at that, perfect. If we check out these skid marks here, you can see the first set. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? The first set goes all the way like probably 100 feet, and the second set goes, you know, 15 or 20 feet and stops, which means when this guy pulls up to race somebody on the racetrack, of course, then you know, he won't be peeling out tires too much. Well, what a day. Time to get out of here for now. I did not get a chance to take my race car to the shop, as you can see, because it's still sitting over there, but I think early this next week I'm gonna take it there. I think it's time to start working on that thing and moving forward with a new project. It is a little sad that my CRX doesn't live anymore, but I think this new car is gonna be super awesome. I can't wait to sit in it and just go really fast. So it's time. It's time to take this thing to the shop and get going on it. So I'm gonna have to show you guys a bunch more about that car this week, but it's getting late. I've got to put this video in the edit, so I'll see you guys next time.